district. He is nothing more than your typical lying liberal Democrat. At one of our many rallies that we held in Scranton, he promised to uphold the National Security Committee title that he was given. He would vote against illegal alien comprehensive immigration reform. He would, the list goes on and on. Basically, a week later, even though he was in attendance at our rally, said one thing, he voted against the very things he said that he wouldn't. So he's a typical liar. Last year, 2008, Chris Hackett was the Republican nominee to run against him. Another person that launched his campaign at one of our rallies spent millions of dollars bashing the other Republican nominee. When it got to the general election, he couldn't even put so much out as a good commercial to combat Chris Carney. Chris Carney has run basically unopposed. The Republican challengers to the seat right now, I don't even know their names, to be honest with you, and nobody else does. That's the problem. The problems lie deep within the Republican Party. I believe in the grassroots movement. I believe in the Tea Partiers. I believe that the people have the right to take back their country. That is what I'm running on. I am running on the simple fact that we the people have a voice and we deserve to be represented, and we have to be fearless in our quest and stand up in the face of controversy, stand up to any accusations made against us, and show that we're not a third party. We're the true conservatives. We're the people that they're supposed to be working for, not the other way around. It's time to fire them. I'm against all incumbents personally. I don't believe anybody, when they're paid to say one thing and make it look good around political season, they're a liar, they're a fraud, they're a fake, they deserve to go. I intend to bring this energy, I intend to bring this momentum to my campaign and everything that I do hereafter. April 15th, we're holding a Tea Party in Hazleton, PA. That's where I'm going to announce publicly to our good friends in the media that I'm going to be running for Congress. They'll love that one. I don't like the media. Who cares? What I do care about is being able to come here today, though. I am honored. I worked with Hagen Smith and Gary Odom many years ago that helped us out, and they came to our rallies and took the time and the effort. Mr. Chairman, obviously, thank you both to everything that you've done. I work very closely with Dr. Alan Keyes, who will also be in attendance at our Tea Party, a fourth time coming up. I believe in the principles that our country was founded on. I don't believe our Constitution deserves to be violated in any way, shape, or form. I'm sorry, go ahead.
As a pro-life, how would you do to turn Roe versus Wade?
How
can you fire them up to turn Roe versus Wade? Because Ron Paul did the only one in Congress that did the Sanctity of the Life Act, and no one does anything about it.
Of course not.
What would you do?
All I would say is that a lot of people can support Ron Paul behind the scenes, but I've had the luxury of interviewing Ron Paul in Iowa, and I must say, God bless him for the stance that he took, and I would definitely join his caucus and would definitely push the issue. How to get the fellow congressmen, the congresswomen to get on board, who knows? They obviously don't listen to the heart and the will of the people when they do. I believe that it comes down to getting the people out in mass drives. Not when there's a bill up for vote, not when it's election time, all the time. To make these issues the most important and pertinent things. Mass civil disobedience with order. We have the right to peacefully assemble, we have the freedom of speech, and will never be infringed upon. We have to make them hear us once and for all and say no more. You will hear our voice. I've dealt with counter-protesters and counterpoints and everything else, and that's fine. People are entitled to their opinions. I support their right for freedom of speech. But the unborn have been attacked in this country for far too long, and it's time to put a stop to this. How? I don't know how, but I'm definitely going to be an advocate for life, and I will fight from the bottom of my heart and soul to see that goes through. And another thing I do believe, too, I just wanted to say is that even with Congress, with the salaries, I'd be all in favor of taking a 50 to 60% pay cut to give that money to a party such as the Constitution Party, to put that money back into the district, because that's where the money is. I aspire to be the $32,000 a year statistic that Barack Obama talks about. I would take $32,000 a year to be a congressman. I believe that people deserve to see some results. Any other questions or anything?
And your name again and your district.
We can't take questions.
Oh, sorry.
Just your name and district.
Oh, Daniel Spriglio, running in the 10th Congressional District.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay, that's okay.
Woo!
Thank you. This ought to be very quick. Do we have anybody nominated?